Hello. I love listening to African stories, don't you? I love listening to the words in African, particularly Swahili. Here is a story from Africa. It is a Swahili folk tale called Kuku and Mwewe. But first, we have to learn a few Swahili words. I will teach you 4. 1 is kuku. Kuku. That means chicken or hen. Kuku. The second word is mwewe. Mwewe. That means eagle. The bird eagle flying high in the sky. Mwewe. The third word is kitenge. Kitenge. And that refers to a piece of brightly colored cotton cloth that people make dresses from. Kitenge. And the fourth word is ngunga. Ngunga. And that is a kind of tree. Ngunga. Right, we're ready to begin. A Swahili folk tale from Africa. Kuku. Kuku and Mwewe. A long time ago, Kuku the hen and Mwewe the eagle were the best of friends. You know why? They were born on the same day. And they would do things together. They would go places together and do simple things together at home. Now, Kuku was very vain. She liked to be pretty. And every spring she would go to the city to buy a piece of cloth to make a kitenge, a dress. That year, she found the most beautiful print she had ever seen. She looked and she looked at the beautiful prints, stripes and checks and leaves and all the beautiful patterns. Oh, and she found one she liked very, very much. She used the new kitenge to make a dress that was so elegant that it was admired by everyone in the village. They all stopped and stared when they saw her walking by. How pretty Kuku is! Oh, what a beautiful dress, they would say. And she would be so proud, strutting about in her beautiful dress. But one day, as she walked across the savannah, she didn't realize that the dress got caught in the branch of a mangunga tree. And the thread of the kitenge began to unravel. And there was a big hole in her dress. Ooh. Oh dear. Seeing that her dress was ruined, she burst into tears. She cried and she cried, and she ran off to find her very good friend Mwewe. The eagle didn't know what to do with her. So they both sat down, and Kuku cried and cried and cried. Mwewe said, "Come into the house. I'll make you a pot of tea. You'll feel much better." Kuku sat on some cushions on the floor and rested her head against the wall. Then she saw, besides the pictures on the wall, she saw her friend's sewing needle. It was on a shelf next to some trophies, glinting majestically. Oh! And you know what sewing needles can do. "Let me take it, please," begged Kuku. But Mwewe said, "That is impossible. That needle has belonged to my family for a very long time. It was given to me by my mother, who got it from my grandmother, who got it from my great-grandmother, who got it from my great-great-grandmother, and I know, I get it. It's more than a sewing needle. It's a family heirloom, and it's priceless. But I'm your best friend, and you can't put a price on friendship, can you?" Kuku said. And so, unable to reason with Kuku, Mwewe reluctantly agreed to lend her the sewing needle and priceless family heirloom. So Kuku left the house with the needle. And Mwewe said, "When you're finished, bring it back, please, straight away." And Kuku said, "All right," and off she went. The days went by, and Mwewe didn't hear anything from Kuku. She decided to fly over to the village where her friend lived to retrieve her little heirloom. But there was nobody at home. "Are you looking for Kuku? I saw her this morning in the market," said a neighbor from her window. The eagle thanked Kuku's neighbor and went to the market. And she saw her good friend at the market. The friend was very happy to see her friend. "Look at my dress. It's as good as new. You were right. Your sewing needle is more than just a needle." "I can see that," Mwewe replied coldly. "Could you give it back, please?" "Of course. Oh, I thought it was here. Hang on a second. I'll get it for you." After a while, the hen came back with empty wings. I don't know what to say. The needle's there, but it isn't there. I mean, I don't know where it is. But I'll find it. Don't you worry." Mwewe couldn't believe what her old friend was telling her. "What do you mean it isn't there? Where did you put it after you used it? Did you lend it to anyone? Try to remember." Unable to control her hurt and anger any longer, Mwewe finally yelled, "That needle is irreplaceable. You'd better find it, or the fury of my ancestors will befall you." The days, weeks, and months went by. Despite Kuku looking everywhere, she asked the elephants on the savannah. She put out many posters and even giving a reward for the missing needle, but she couldn't find it anywhere. Then she decided, with her wings full of presents to make up for the lost needle, the hen decided to visit her friend. She brought all the presents, but the eagle didn't want to listen. Nothing could make up for Kuku's callousness and the loss of Mwewe's beloved sewing needle. It was a family heirloom after all. "Go away, and don't even think about coming back without my treasure," cried Mwewe. But the needle was still lost. And so was the friendship between Kuku and Mwewe. And from that day on, Kuku and all the hens born since have pecked and scratched at the ground, looking for that special sewing needle that they still hope to return to the eagles. And that ended the friendship between Kuku and Mwewe, a Swahili folk tale.